Good evening, good evening, good evening. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. It is March 9th, 2023. It is amazing how fast time marches on. I look at time differently than most people. Time is the one thing that you cannot bring it closer, you cannot slow it down when you're in the moment. You have no control over time. It just happens. Isn't that crazy to think about? Sorry. Today, I have been thinking about goal setting and planning. And I do a lot with goal setting and looking to the future. And one thing I've heard time and time again is if you're not part of your own plan, you're part of someone else's. And that is so true. So I've been thinking a lot. What's my plan? And what's your plan? If you don't stop and look at what is your plan, you're always going to just be a boat in the ocean, rocking away. Who knows where we go? But if you have a plan, it lets you get direction for where you want to go. And me and my wife would like to buy a house. Right now we rent. One of our plans is putting together the roadmap to get there. How are we going to get from where we are today to where we want to be? And that's buying a house. And it takes steps. Step number one, clean up your debt. Get to a place where a bank's going to be like, you know what, Justin? We believe you can pay rent that you've paid. Crazy. Don't get me started on that. But we want to loan you the money so that you will pay us back over the next 30 years or 15 years or whatever it is as time marches on. The future value of time is crazy. So when you do a 30-year loan, you're collecting the value of someone's time for 30 years. So you got to think about that. What is the future value of your time? Where are you marching your time to? Do you have a plan of each day comes? Every day comes. So what are the days taking you to? I know my days right now are the most important days of my life because I get to spend time with my kids as they're growing up, as they're learning in their most developmental age is the most important time for me to be around them. Time marches on. And if you don't stop and look at what do you want out of your time, because you invest time every single day, every day, time marches on. What value do you get out of it? Is it marching you where you want it to go? So for me, it is because I love spending time with my family. Last night, me and Tristan and Nora played Mario Party. They got really upset because we played teams and it was me and the computer against the two of them. And they picked the very hard for the computer. So I wasn't even playing and I kicked their butts. It was hilarious. That's what I want my life to be like. I just want to hang out with my kids. Is that so much to ask for? So, but if I don't know that that's what true success looks like for me, I'll always be chasing something else. So that's why goal setting's been heavy on my mind is I've been looking a lot at how do I make sure that I am present each and every day that I have with my kids. tonight, while this is running, I will be at a glow party. So I'm not live right now, although I am. I'm pre-recorded because I knew time would march on and 8 o'clock would come at some point, and I would do a journal entry today at some point. So time marches on. I'm going to be at a glow party for the kids' PTA, and it's going to be great. We're going to have a ton of fun. And that's what I want out of my life. I have everything I want. And I think this is what people don't get about me. I will never be more successful than I am today. With my kids, I love watching them grow. I love being here with them. And one of the reasons I love working out my house is because I'm right here with my family. But I only feel that way because I know what 75-year-old Justin wants. He wants the time with his kids. He wants me to prioritize family right now. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's why I love working with Project Tools. It's because it gives me the freedom to prioritize family, which is the most important thing in the world for me right now. Where the ages my kids are at, oof, I can't miss that. It's like getting tickets to the Super Bowl, but I can't go. I got work. No, you go. You show up. So that's the importance of having a plan. And if you're not part of your own plan, you're part of someone else's. And even if you are part of your own plan, you're part of someone else's. Because every individual out there in the world, every single one of us has our own plan. Whether we know it or not, we live it. We may not consciously think this is my plan, but it is your plan. So I just want to encourage you to think about, what is your plan for your time? Do you have a retirement strategy? Great. You should save for retirement. Do you have a time investment strategy? Probably not. Most people don't. But time's the most valuable asset you will ever own. How you use it matters. How I use it matters. It really does. One of the reasons I create content is because it's a way for me to capture what's going on in my mind for future Justin. As I'm struggling through life, as I'm figuring out my life, I get to capture these moments. And this is me. This is my journey through time. So future Justin, thank you. Past Justin, thank you. Current Justin is doing pretty good. He's real happy with where he's at. And I hope you're happy where you're at. But if you aren't, here's the beautiful thing about life. Tomorrow, you get another 24 hours and you can change everything if you decide to, until you don't get 24 hours. Life is one block, one day at a time. What you do each and every day does not matter as much as what you do each and every year. I've moved from industry to industry to industry. I've not been very consistent in any one industry, but I have been consistently me. That's the only thing I know I can be consistent at, is being myself. And that's why I do these videos, is because I want to track my progress through time. And I want to share that with you, you being anyone who wants to learn and grow with me, because time is not owned by any one of us. Time is shared. Time is a shared asset. None of us control it. No one has a pause button. No one can go out and give you more time. Time is the most perishable resource in existence. The only people are really the ones who care about time the most. Animals don't care. Trees don't care. Rock. We care. Time is the most perishable resource in existence. Once it's gone, you can't get it back. There are billionaires out there trying to extend their health, their life, through pain, through buying time. Yeah, you can extend it, but you can never buy more of it. And that's why today is the most important day, because you never get to relive today. If you wake up and you don't like your plan, you can change it today. And then you'll wake up tomorrow, and tomorrow will be today. And you can change it again. Life is not constant. Life's full of change. Life's constantly changing. And if you don't learn to change with it, we get stuck. We get stuck where we're at. With all that said, I hope you don't lose sight of where you're going. And I hope I don't lose sight of where I'm going. 75-year-old Justin will be what he will be. And I make decisions based on how I believe 75-year-old Justin would want me to, current Justin, today Justin, to live his life. Because in the grand scheme of things, money doesn't matter. How you treat people, how people feel around you, how you feel around other people, that's what matters. How we can help each other, how we can take care of each other, that's what matters. Money's a scoreboard. It's a silly scoreboard. It's an important scoreboard. We all need money. Don't get me wrong. But if you can never buy more time, the most important scoreboard should be what you do with your time. Do you want to do it? Do you want this to be how you live your life today? That's the true scoreboard. So I hope you take some time, think through that. I know I have been. I'm constantly thinking through, who is today's Justin? Am I proud of the decisions I'm making and where I'm trying to go? I think about it because I can change it. Nothing in life is set in stone. Everything can be changed until time passes. Once history is written, it's written. Whether you're talking about yesterday or 1942, both are in the past. And whether we talk about tomorrow or 2057, both are in the future. Today. Today matters. Today you can change. Today you can make the decision to live the life you want to live. Today you can recommit. You can recommit to your future self if you want. You don't have to. That's the great thing about life. None of us have to do anything. We get to. And that is the beauty of life. So that's what I've been thinking about. Make sure you know your plan. Right now, my plan is to get out of debt and to work hard, provide for my family, because I have everything I ever want right now. And if I'm not careful, I will let it slip away for something I don't really need. Something I think I want, but I don't need. You got to be careful. It's a crazy, crazy world out there. Hey, I hope you've enjoyed this conversation. Please feel free to share it with someone if you think they would benefit from it. You have questions or thoughts, comments, I'd love to hear them, because we're all in this together. And with that said, I hope you have a great night. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow.